Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Long Dark, where it is very dark. Okay, so let's first wonder what the heck that was from. Second, let's get our meters a little bit more refilled. Okay, there we go. So, last episode we've kind of gotten into Desolation Point more, although the locals are not too happy about us being here as well, so we have to try to figure out exactly where and how we're going to go forward from this. We've got a bit of base of operations set up in this old abandoned mine here. So I think right now, I'm mostly just going to look at... Okay, I think the sensitivity on the mouse is a bit high. I don't know. I did just finish playing off with Siberian Expeditions, so... Again, the difference in sensitivity is a bit more noticeable. Well, I think all we're going to do is just a little bit more casual exploration, farm some stuff, gather it up, and then we'll see about what we want to do in regards to the ship that's kind of lodged in the ice and also some of the other areas in the map. We'll start up here with just getting some of this. I'm not hoping to get attacked by wolves, I don't think anybody is, but it doesn't hurt to just stock us up with some stuff in case it happens. This area is a bit more dense with them than other places we've kind of been to in the game so far. Yeah, and the church is not really the best spot to hold out in because it's still... It's a shelter, but it's also kind of exposed even as a shelter. But we will take what we can. Ooh.
I think I can use this.
Yeah, we'll take that. Another bedroll we'll definitely take. This actually... I wonder if this would be an okay spot as a shelter. Like, my biggest... Oh, holy crap, that's a nice find. 3 rifle cartridges. Oh, hello. No. Yeah, I didn't think Stalker would be this generous, but apparently so.
Could end up being useful.
Okay, so we'll get all that together. Oh yeah, just probably some stones from the crumbling wall there. Like, it is protected by the wind, but I don't know if it would be too cold to keep, like, as an actual base of operations here. Not to mention, I feel like the openings are a bit too open for wolves to come in, and I think they might disturb our sleep pattern a little bit. Okay, but at least that's all of that kind of gone through. And there's the lighthouse out there. So the best way to get to that would actually probably be back to the mine and then follow the road along. So we'll do that and drop off a little bit of what we found. I'm just... Yeah, I did not think it would be this generous in Stalker. It makes me wonder if Interloper is really that bad, or... It's really just the temperature that you deal with most of all. Either way, though, we will not get too cocky and be careful because we can see... You know what, I may even go up and investigate those guys again, because I don't know if I really gathered all that much from them. Like, I do see our condition is not exactly that great, but that is also because of the... Wait, actually, hang on, there's still something afflicting us. Okay, just the risk of parasites still is a potential hazard, so... Like, is there anything left to get from you guys? Oh, no, I can't even interact with you. There's the burned out fire. Oh, that's interesting. I thought we had 2 that I took care of. I know there was this one that we built the fire by. And I'm surprised that we actually, like, can't interact with the body anymore. Even though it is kind of here. And the other one... I actually don't know where he ran off to. We might find another wolf carcass somewhere, but anyway, we're right by the mine. Let me drop off some stuff, then we'll see about going out to the lighthouse. In we go. Actually, it would be kind of nice instead of having to break down the entire crate, we could just pop, like, the lid off and use those as extra storage containers. Let's get a light source going. Yes, we already got a bedroll here. Okay, let's see what we want to put away, and, like... I am just very surprised that we got so lucky with what we found. We'll put that away. I have 2 hatchets. I didn't even realize that. And yeah, we'll put the revolver that doesn't have any ammo away. Ooh, that one we're going to definitely have to try cleaning up a bit. How much? Okay, I'm at 29. Is there anything else I can really put away right now? Oh, actually, you know what? I'll see about putting that pair of cargo pants on. So those are in a bit better condition. So you can go in. Everything else oh, well, that I can also put away. Alright, we can put away the firewood. I don't think I'll be needing. And we'll put the maybe we'll take the shooting guide in case we get snowed in at the lighthouse. Okay, so that should be alright for now. We'll head back out, and right now it's basically just going around gathering some stuff and then really exploring and sightseeing in the long dark. The nicest thing that we got... Actually, do I actually still have that in my inventory? I have the arrow shaft. I do have the bow with me, and I actually have an arrow. I'm not going to be trying to use them right now. I actually should have left that back in the mine, but I'm going to just venture forward. And we'll see about going out to the lighthouse. The lighthouse can make a nice isolated little, like, shelter base, but my issue is because, well, you'll see as we're walking out to it, the terrain is very hilly and broken, so it's hard to actually get good visibility on, if anything, like wolves. I don't know if we'd actually encounter a bear near it, but you never know. Long Dark can be fun how it surprises you like that. Like, oh, well, speaking of wolves... Yeah, there's you coming in right there, so I'm just going to pop in here a moment. I don't know if I'll see him come all the way or not. Oh, yeah, there he is. You can see him walking his way along. Yeah, the game can surprise you with where it tucks its little wolves away at. Although, truthfully, from here, I gotta figure out how our, like, next course of action is going to be. I don't exactly want to hop out, surprise them. Actually, maybe what I'll do is clean this for a bit, because it's only going to take 12 minutes. Interesting howl, but I don't... Yeah, see, like, I don't think he's around us anymore. I'm just going to do one more cleaning, and then we'll try hopping out to sea. I'm hoping with the bit of time that's passed, he'll be on his way. Well, that is why the lighthouse is not somewhere I'd super recommend using. Just because you can really get yourself kind of like almost cornered into it if you don't have the means of dealing with the wolves as you come back out. And like you can see, very high banks, the walkway is actually sunken in a bit more. And with how the bends are, too, it could be right around the corner and you wouldn't know unless you hear it or you... Well, kind of like how I surprised myself with the... Oh, speaking of the wolf the other day, we found out where he went off to. Yeah, you are frozen. Actually, I'm surprised how little time it would take to get the meat off him, but... I want to avoid carnivore meat for right now, just because that intestinal parasite is really high. I mean, granted, it doesn't sound that high at only 24%, but you slip into the habit and all of a sudden it catches up to you and it's going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. I'm surprised that he ran off to here, of all places. Well, we can at least head up into the lighthouse, see if there's anything interesting here. I really don't know what to expect to find from here. Like, there might be some heavier clothing, such as, like, a mariner's jacket or stuff like that, but I think that's potentially about it for what I'd really expect to come across. And yeah, there's the ship, so I do think the other mine's entrance is closer to where the ship is, and that would be our, like, back and forth we'd make for when we want to try forging. There's the door. reforging our scrap metal will collect into, like, arrowheads, or... I don't actually know if I need to make improvised tools. Oh, man, one of the nice things is this does feel kind of cozy, like with the potbelly stove. An actual dresser here.
Oh, could be useful.
Oh, more revolver. God, we are really, really outfitted for anything that does come up, like, adversity-wise. Wolves, we have so much ammo to deal with. Actually, speaking of, let me just reload that one shot. There we go. And let's start on our way up. Oh, yeah, like, God, I remember how nice this place is. It's just that leaving in and out can be a bit hazardous for your health. Jug. Oh, note left behind. I keep hearing my mobile ring. Get excited every time, but it's just as dead as always when I check. I don't know why I still carry it around. Sean's been my savior, especially after Sue and Tori's suicide. Told me about how he always wanted to do Death of a Salesman. His American accent's pretty good too. We fell asleep in each other's arms last night. Sean wouldn't wake up. Man, that is depressing to think of. Like, just barely struggling along to get by, or even just staying alive, and then just to be gone entirely after a night. That's how brutal situations can be.
This stuff will come in handy.
No, spraying risk. That's not exactly good. God, we are going to have enough to spray paint the entire outside of the goddamn Quantisec garage when we're back. We can draw a gigantic SOS onto the ice if we really needed to. Not that any planes are flying over, but you never know. Oh, firearm cleaning kit. Not too much for way of supplies. Oh, and we're just below the very top. This is the kind of like motor and rotation mechanism. And then right up here, we'll actually be back to right beside the big light. Yeah, here she is. Bit of cloth up here. I am gonna... Oh, I didn't even see that over there. Oh, gee. Good God, it's like we're being armed for much more than we really need to be. I thought that's supposed to take place in Canada.
I could use this.
I'll take that. Yeah, so way over there, I think you can actually see it a bit. Well, there's the bridge that we saw down the road from when we merged out the other side of the mine. And that, I think, is the canning facility right over there, just behind that big rock. So the lighthouse is basically the halfway point of what you can see for the majority of this area, or this region. I just gotta be careful as we head back down. And we'll take all of our findings back to the mine where we are sort of set up in. It's going to be when we get to the canning facility, maybe next episode we'll probably do that. We'll really be able to start harvesting a lot of scrap metal, and all of that we're going to try to stockpile. Actually gotta figure out where the best spot would... Oh, wow, okay, that is entirely gone, so maybe we will actually harvest the wolf meat as we're on our way back. I didn't think we'd have it all just, like, instantly gone like that. I honestly think maybe that's a bit of a bug or something in the game, or maybe something that still needs to be addressed in an update. Just because I feel like you would see that more tick backwards, rather than just, like, snap of the fingers, it's all gone. Or just maybe it... I don't know how it works, but... I'm really surprised that this is where you ran off to. I thought you would have followed the road a lot further. Thought I just heard, bark. Okay, well, let's get all the meat. Because, again, we can cook that, and that's definitely going to help for our cooking skill. Oh, the wind is starting to pick up. Oh, wind and I think blizzard blowing in. Yeah, you can hear the wind much stronger now. It's actually not... Well, as long as we're out of the wind, we actually warm up in cover.
Might have to drop some gear.
Yeah, we're moving pretty slow here, aren't we? Well, we don't have to go too far to get back to the mine. And I think if we can get the wind to our back, that'll really speed us up. Which I... Oh yeah, the wind is really what's actually slowing us down. Once we're in shelter from it... Oh, man, you hear it, though. Okay, we'll get back onto the highway and then just hike our way down and back to the mine. I don't know if we'll... Well, see, we got the meat on us, so we may actually encounter another wolf on our way back. But the wind is helping us in our little push this way. I don't know if he'd be back up there or somewhere else, but usually they at least give like a bark to let you know where they are. God, the sound design is both good and maybe a little too good, because like it sounds like that rippling and rustling of like your jacket and stuff is right in your ear, which if you're wearing a hood and everything, it would be. But yeah, with the way the weather seems to be turning right now, best to...
Need to close my eyes.
Oh, yeah, also get in to start resting up a bit more. We'll get in to start taking it a lot easier. And I can't remember if there was actually like a fire barrel somewhere in the mine or not. I guess we'll find out in time when we want to cook our meat. And I'm just going to run up this quickly. Please don't sprain on this little incline. Thank you. Okay, let's get on inside. There we go, out of the cold and into the less cold. I wouldn't think this area would exactly be warm. Yeah, so I've got some stuff curing there. Let's see, where is cooking? Food. Okay, I guess maybe what I'll do is... I mean, I still have to cook it, so I guess it's fine to drop it on the ground here. Just put the meat there for now. Yeah, it's just a regular barrel. Okay, what do I want to put away? Well, you don't need all of the firearm cleaning kits, so I think I'll actually just keep one on me. I don't need that many flares. Alright, another book I'll toss over, and we'll do that one too. Yeah, let's get the books transferred over into there for now. Clothing-wise, I did get a few things. Nothing that I think I would change out what I'm currently wearing, though. Well, at least just, again, try to drop what weight we can to ease up our load. The bow, I'm finally going to get out of our inventory. Okay, I'll keep the arrow, or the broken one, just so that way I can try fixing it. And let me take a walk into the mine for a little while. I don't think there's anything like a fire barrel, but... Oh, and I think that's our lantern flickering. We are almost out of fuel in it, but thankfully we have a lot stockpiled. Oh yeah, we are... Whew. You know what, actually, I think we are so fatigued, we might even just head on back, eat, drink, and just get a long, long sleep in. Because we are at the point where we might collapse from exhaustion and just pass out. Yes, just up here. Okay, let's turn that off. And Enjoy that drink. Finish off the last of the peanut butter that we might have still. Actually, very little left of it. And let's drink maple syrup. Even as a Canadian, I don't think I would ever recommend that. And, you know, let's go for a really long sleep of the full 12 hours. Really rest up, get everything back up to par. Yeah, there we go. Full condition. We are just almost dying of thirst. Not quite yet.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Okay, and did I store water in here? I did. Perfect. No, actually, 1 liter exactly. And you know what? While I'm in the menu, let's also do stuff like get the parts from this broken arrow. And also refill our 1 storm lantern. Yeah, refuel. There we go. And yeah, looks like it's middle of the night still. So we're just going to take a quick step outside, see if that is truly the case. And the next episode... Yeah, it's middle of the night, pretty cold. And I have a feeling if we weren't in the shelter from the wind, we would be freezing. So, we're just going to probably leave this episode here, and next episode we'll look at exploring the... Actually, I don't even know if it's a canning facility. I think that might be a different area. I think it's a whaling operation, or former whale operation like that. Either way, thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of The Long Dark. Oh, that's right, autosaves. Don't have to manually do it. If you did like the video, be sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments, tips, tricks, or requests of something you'd like us to see covered in the series, be sure to leave it all in the comments right down below. I always try to respond to any questions or feedback as soon as it arises on the channel. Until I catch you all in the next video, survivors, please remember as always to take care and stay alive.